It's a haul, guys. I haven't done a haul in a number of weeks on this channel, but I just didn't order a lot of stuff after the Christmas holiday. I took a little bit of a break right after New Year's. I ordered one thing, which was this right here, and then I took another couple of weeks break, and then I finally started ordering things around the beginning of February. So that's why I haven't shown a lot of stuff here. And then last week I ordered quite a bit of stuff, but I know I probably won't get that stuff for a couple of weeks, so this might be my last haul for a while as well. Hopefully you guys will like this, and I'm just going to talk to you at the end of the video a little bit about some stuff that I have coming in the mail and some goals I have for my collection moving forward. But where to start? Let's start with the smallest thing here. It's this dynamic duo Grand Carnival. I looked on YouTube and I haven't seen a lot of people unboxing this CD, so I thought I'd go ahead and kind of unbox slash describe it here on the channel. But also, I just want to talk about dynamic duo. I feel really bad because for a lot of people, they only know dynamic duo because of Choice and his relationship with Sully, formerly of FX, when really Choice and Gecko, they have been doing K-hip-hop for years. Like, they are veterans in the game, and they produce really solid albums. And when I first heard Grand Carnival, I heard the single for Honey Jam. I really liked that single. They had another single that had a Korean title that I cannot remember the name of. And I said, you know what, let's go ahead and take a chance. I'm so glad I did. Of all the CDs you see here, that's the one that lives in my car the most because I can just play it on repeat over and over again. And one of the great things about K-hip-hop to me is that K-hip-hop, they kind of have a style that reminds me of early 2000s New York or East Coast hip-hop. It's very jazz and R&B influenced. The rap style is very melodic, so even though you don't necessarily speak the language, you can really get into the songs, you can really jam out to them, and they were just a nice soundtrack for a drive. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this unboxing real quick. This is the booklet that comes in the jewel case, because it just comes with a jewel case. So here's the front, here is the back with them sitting in the car. Here is the track list here. There's lots of features on here. You've got Dean, you got Verbal Gent, Zico, Lydia Pake, Sway D, Nafla. There's a lot of people on this album, and it makes for a really fun listening experience. There's really nothing behind the CD, so I'm not going to do anything with that. But the brochure here, it looks kind of raggedy, I'm not going to lie. On camera, it looks pretty bad. It's got a lot of dings to it. And I can tell you right now, this was not my doing. I did not damage it up like this. I think something happened when they first printed this CD that caused it to have this damage, because when you look through the booklet here, there are no credits. And then jammed inside of the CD was this thing right here. It's like a little credits booklet. It's got the lyrics to all the songs, and then it's got like the names of like who produced and stuff like that in there. And it's something that I think was printed at the last minute, and what they did is they had already packaged all these CDs up. They opened them up and stuffed this inside, because as warped and bent as this all is, when I took out the credits booklet, and then when I also took out the stickers that came with the CD, which were these two stickers here, they weren't bent at all. So I really think that this got bent when whoever was restuffing the CDs put it back inside, or when they were trying to take it out to restuff it. But anyway, the booklet's kind of weird. So apparently it's them sitting in an Astro van, sweating their balls off and taking off their pants from the looks of things. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Not sure what this is. Taking off shirts. Not sure why this was the theme they went with. Overall, it's just like a lot of clips of them having a good time, but I don't mind it. You know, I don't really buy K-hip-hop CDs for the packaging. Nice packaging on K-hip-hop is always appreciated. I will never turn it down. But at the same time, that's not really what I buy it for. I usually buy it because I really love the music, and also because in terms of K-hip-hop, a lot of the time, if you don't buy it when it's released, it will go out of print so fast it will make your head swim. I can't tell you how many of my friends here on YouTube who also enjoy K-hip-hop are upset about missing out on Benzino albums, missing out on Doki albums, missing out on a lot of different albums because within about a month or two of their release, they're usually out of print. So that's the reason why I got it. But yeah, packaging, I don't really expect it to be a home run, but I do appreciate when the packaging is well done. So that's that one. Let's pick a different one, totally a different style. This one right here, SM School of Oz soundtrack. So I got this because I heard that Key sings Twinkle, and that right there was reason enough to get it. But I kind of wish I hadn't, because I did not know prior to getting it that it was so cheaply and poorly made. So this is the front. This is the back. You can see the list of songs here. Quite the list. You've got Mama, Genie, Mr. Simple, I Got a Boy, Neurotic, Growl, Sherlock. I mean, there's just so many great SM songs, along with little snippets of skit work, and then the new songs, which are One Day, One Chance, I think is a new song, and I'm not sure if Hope is a new song or not. But yeah, it's got a little new stuff in there as well. But it is packaged so cheaply, guys. I don't know if you can see here, but it's basically a piece of cardboard that has been cut that makes like the outside shell, which is super cheap. The plastic that the CD is on, and then the booklet is glued to the back. I hate this kind of packaging. It's just so low budget, and they could do so much better. I mean, this is SM. If they had even gone with just their standard booklet packaging, that would have been many times better. And I also am not too fond of the way they did the pictures inside of here. So when you go inside, these first set of pictures, they're pretty sweet. I like these a lot. I wish I could read it, but unfortunately I cannot. But then once you get past kind of the profile pictures, they have these stage pictures. I don't really like that. I kind of wish that they had like blown up this portion, because I really didn't need all of that. They could have just done 2 pages in the back for that, instead of taking up like all the page with lyrics and then having this little bit down here. I would have appreciated that probably a little bit more. I mean, I understand, I guess it's supposed to look like a playbill book, so that's why that is, but I think probably I would have appreciated this more if this was the packaging for the DVD. But since this is the packaging for the CD, I think I wanted bigger pictures like this throughout the entire booklet itself. One other thing about this CD too is that honestly, I expected to love the music a little bit more, because these are all a lot of songs that I'm very familiar with. But the problem is when you've heard a song for so long from certain voices, and then you hear somebody redo it, even if they do a great job with it, you still kind of feel like you're listening to karaoke. And I could not listen to any of these songs without hearing the original voices who sang them the first time they were released. So even though I think everyone did a pretty decent job, I like the originals better. That's just the way I am. I'm sorry, but I think they all did a valiant effort, especially Taemin. Oh my gosh, you guys, he sounds so amazing on this. Like, he is the star of the show as far as I'm concerned. Him and Luna, they sang their butts off. All right, now let's pick another one. Let's go back with SM again. We'll do this one. This is Super Junior's Magic. I got this off of eBay used, but it was in amazing used condition. It just didn't have the photo card with it. Here is the front. Here is the back. It's got 14 songs, and they're all really good songs. They're all very modern, kind of trendy music, very now. A lot of different styles, pop, R&B, ballads, just everything you would expect to hear on a K-pop station. And if I had a song that I would use as maybe road trip music, this would be it, because it kind of reminds me of a radio dial. You just keep getting all these different sounds. I'm really glad I got this, though, because I am trying to get more Super Junior stuff in my collection. I've decided I'm going to focus on repackages, so this was a great buy for me, because this is a repackage of Devil. But also because on my other channel, Shower 360 Chats, I've been reviewing She Was Pretty. We finished reviewing it at the end of 2015, and Shiwon was in that drama, and he did an amazing job. If you haven't watched She Was Pretty and you like K-dramas, you should check him out in that. He was really fantastic, so I was glad to get this as kind of a last memento of his time in the entertainment field before he had to go off to his mandatory military service. But I really enjoyed this quite a bit. Moving forward with my Super Junior collection, I have Spy, I have this one, I need to get This Is Love, and then there's some older repackages I need to get as well. But that's kind of where my collection's going to stand. I'm not going to get any of the solo Super Junior stuff, and I'm not going to get any of the Donghae and Eunhyuk stuff, and I'm not going to get the M&D stuff. I just really want to focus on their repackages. That's priority to me. Let's keep going. We'll go with another veteran group. Let's go with Brown Eyed Girls with their latest release, Basic. It's their 6th album, and it's a really cool album. Like, concept-wise, it's just so thoughtful and cohesive from start to finish, and the music itself is also very cohesive. There's kind of one major kind of dominant sound throughout the album, which would be kind of soul slash funk, and there's one kind of major dominant theme throughout the photo book and the video for Brave New World, which would be mathematics, physics, astronomy, time travel, contemplation of the future state of humanity. So this is the front of the slipcover. This is the back of the slipcover. It's a really pretty picture of the girls. This is the track list, and all the songs flow really well together. I still think that my favorite song is Brave New World, but I think it's because whenever I hear that song, I also think of the beautiful video they filmed for it, and I think that video is one of the top videos of last year. Here is the cover of the album that goes inside the slipcase. It's a really tight fit. That's probably the only criticism I have for this packaging, is that when you put this album inside the slipcase, it is a booger to get out. Like, it takes me about 2 or 3 minutes every single time to try to ease this thing back out of there. And then this is the CD. Isn't it pretty? It's that same print from the slipcover that you saw right here, but it's got like the galaxy behind it, like the Milky Way behind it. That is so gorgeous to me. And then it comes with these little photos right here. So these are what the photos look like. Pretty Instagram filtered pictures. And they are just photos. They're not photo cards because they're just printed on plain photo paper. And you can see they're even numbered so much of so many. So yeah, these are the pictures. They're really pretty. And then it has a booklet, and the booklet is probably the most impressive part to me because they really took the theme from the Brave New World video and they went whole hog with it. So you open it up, it's got these kind of non-binary language codex type of symbols. And then when you open it up, it's got a quote from Albert Einstein. And throughout the entire book, there's like mathematical equations, there's physics concepts, there's quotes from famous scientists and other deep thinkers. And then they've got it interspersed with these really kind of dreamy, futuristic pictures of all the girls from the set of the Brave New World video. And I just think it's really cool that they did something like this. And this is the kind of thing that I can only imagine the Brown Eyed Girls doing. There's not a lot of groups, especially groups that are maybe recently debuted or still kind of in the midst of their high period in their career, that could do something like this, because this is such a weird, not based on love, not based on romance type of concept. And most girl groups, they kind of stick with, you know, love, relationships, longing, friendship, that kind of stuff. This contemplates like humanity's place in the world, and that's deep. But I wouldn't expect it to be anything less from the Brown Eyed Girls, because they have a history of, you know, broaching topics that other people won't, of pushing boundaries and buttons. Guyan alone, you know, she's done videos talking about, you know, what is the difference between consensual and non-consensual sex in a relationship. So I expect them to give you something that's not going to be safe, that's not going to be trendy, something that's not going to be throwaway music or concepts. And they really pulled it off with this. I'm very proud of them for it. If you haven't listened to the album, please check it out. At the very least, please check out the video for Brave New World. Next, let's go with this one back here. It is IU's Chatshire. I was really happy to get this because I didn't buy IU's last album that came out. The first IU project I ever owned, the only one I owned up until now, was her Modern Times album, which was so awesome. If you're a fan of jazz, it is a really great jazz project. But I didn't get her covers album, and I told myself, the next release she gets, I'm going to get it. And before I had a chance to even order this, the controversy was just through the roof. So it took me a minute to make up my mind if I really wanted to get involved with this, because sometimes when things are like really hyped up or there's a lot of controversy around it, it kind of messes with your expectations of what you're going to hear. So I wanted to wait until kind of everything died down and then listen to it for myself with less prejudice kind of on my mind. And to tell you the truth, this album is good, but this is another one of those kind of non-commercial albums from IU. Modern Times, even though it had some big hits on it, it wasn't an album full of singles. And this album in particular, the same thing. 23 is a great song, but it's the closest to a single that any of the songs on this album is. The rest of them, they're really experimental pop music. Even Red Queen featuring Zion T, it is like nothing I have ever heard Zion T sing before. Ever. Not at all. I don't think I've ever heard anything from him like that. Maybe his Miss Kim album, but that's about the closest I can think when it comes to him. Also, it's got some really interesting packaging going on here too. So you've got this map of Chatshire that's in her hair. When you open up the album, there is the Chatshire map, and inside you've got this whole map right here. And even this that you're seeing here is steeped in controversy. There was a graduate art student that claimed that IU stole her artwork in order to make this. I don't know if they ever resolved that case. But yeah, I mean, it is not without its own set of controversy. To me, this is just creepy. Like, if I had to describe it as anything else, it's like Alice in Wonderland on drugs. It's just really, really creepy and weird looking. But, I mean, in and of itself, I wouldn't say it's very controversial. And then there is the booklet here, and it's made out of a really cool fabric. I don't know what kind of fabric it is, but you can see like how it's actually woven fabric. It makes a sound. It's really cool, and it attracts dust like you would not believe. So this is definitely going to have to stay inside the slipcase. Inside, you have the CD, which has the map of Chatshire on it, and then you have the booklet. Now, if the controversy surrounding IU in this album had to do with themes of Lolita, pictures like this don't really help. There's a lot of kind of faux innocent pictures in here. Not saying that she's not being innocent, but you've got this picture of her looking like, oh, I'm just sitting here enjoying reading time with no clothes on underneath this blanket. I mean, it is quite suggestive. And I wonder if maybe IU took this approach after all the controversy there was with the picture of her and Eunhyuk together. Because prior to that picture, for a lot of people, she was the nation's little sister. And then after that picture and the controversy surrounding it, people kind of were looking at her a little bit differently, a little bit more grown up. And it seems like with this album and the images in the album, she plays with that. She plays with like, am I an innocent little kid, or am I, possibly a sexual object? And then the song Zezi, again, I don't think that she meant to glorify child abuse in any way or any of the other stuff she was accused of. I think it was more a poor artistic choice because the source material for Zezi, it's got some heavy topics of child abuse. And the song, the lyrics are climb me, don't play, but the melody that accompanies the lyric, it is a very kind of sensual kind of melody, and then the way she sings it very breathy and kind of like, ooh, don't play. So of course people are going to take it the wrong way. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think that IU intended to have any kind of wrong message with it. I don't think she's endorsing pedophilia or necessarily a true Lolita lifestyle. And hopefully she'll be able to come back into prominence from all this, because she is a really rare bird when it comes to K-pop. First of all, she's a solo singer. There's not a whole bunch of really popular solo singers. Number two, she's not putting out, kiss me, hug me, look at me, shake my ass type music. She's putting out true artistic, well thought out, excellent melody, well-structured songs. And I think in 20 years, people can do the songs that IU's putting out now, and they will sound amazing and fresh and wonderful because they're timeless. They're classics. So I hope this doesn't get her down. I hope she's able to recover a little bit of her public image. Now on to the one you probably want to see the most. This right here, 4 minutes, Hate, Act 2. Act 2 is the name of the album, but I call it Hate because that's the lead single. But this is the front, and as you can see, it is not holding up too well, guys. It is looking pretty raggedy. It is huge like an LP, and it's got this really weak cardboard, as you can see, like super thin cardboard. So it's not holding up too well. It got a bit dinged up in transit. But I'm not mad though, because it's pretty awesome on the inside. So you open it up and you've got the disc right here, you've got the credits right here, and then inside you've got tons and tons of gorgeous pictures of the girls. Now, funny fact, when I opened this up, I picked it up out of the box and I took the plastic off in midair, and the first thing that happens is that the CD came tumbling out of the packaging and hit the ground. I was so freaked out at first. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've only had this for seconds and I've already broken it. Luckily, the CD is not damaged. Everything is okay. But I was really freaked out about it, and I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth after experiencing that. But then I pulled out these really super gorgeous photo cards, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad anymore because they're amazing. I'm not going to go through every single one, but they're really high quality HD pictures. I have another album that's a similar size. It's Sistar Shake It, and I will be honest with you, I think I would have preferred this to what they actually did with Shake It because I love these removable cards. I think they're really cool. The look is very varied. I wonder if they filmed these at the same time. I ask because when you look at the pictures from this side of the album and compare them with this side of the album, the hair looks are nothing alike. Hyunna's blonde over here and she's a brunette over there. Everybody's hair is different. Every single person, redheaded, dark hair, blonde, not blonde. I mean, it's really weird. I wonder if they film these at the same time. But yeah, you get tons and tons of pictures, so many pictures, and they're so big and they're so beautiful that, yeah, I can't hate this. Even though the lead single is hate, I can't hate it. As for the album itself, I really enjoy the album. I just wish that there was more music. 4 songs is not enough. My favorite song is No Love. But yeah, 4 songs, they could have done more. They could have at least done one more song, make it 5 songs. That would have worked out. And I just realized that I haven't shown any of the photo cards I have. So the photo card I got for this album was Hyunna's photo card. So here is the front. Here is the back. And I'm not going to put it back in the album because I don't know if you can tell, but the edges don't look too hot. And it takes a lot to get it back into the little slits that are here on the side. And I just don't want to tear this card up anymore. So it's going to go in my binder after you guys see it today. I got a card for the School of Oz too. I forgot. I got the Sulki card, so here is the front. As you can see, it's a very extremely matte finish. That is the front. This is the back. I would have preferred Key's card, but, you know, that just wasn't in the offerings for me to have, so, you know, it just is what it is. But if you have Key's card and you want to trade, please let me know in the comment section down below. But that's everything I have. As for things that are coming, if you don't already know, I've got all 4 covers of Taemin's newest album, Press It, in the mail as we speak. So when those come in, I will be unboxing that. I also have Ladies Code and Mamamoo ordered, so those should be coming soon. I've got a little merchandise stuff coming. I've got Shiny's horror show Minho paper doll coming. I know, that was a mouthful, but they did these horror show paper dolls for Shiny. And of course, Minho had one. I had to get it, so that's coming. And I got something else in the mail that's well, it's not music, but it is K-pop related. I got this Rapmon poster in the mail, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I've never really been one to order posters just by themselves, but I bought this one, and I'm really super happy with it. I think it is wonderful. So yeah, that's everything I could think of so far that's going on. And if you haven't watched my last video, the If You tag, if you watch that video and you go all the way to the end, you'll know that I'm doing a giveaway on that video, and I'm giving this away, which is a photo card binder. So it's just a nice, really simple binder. Men or women can use it, but inside I've got multiple photo card pages for anybody who is a collector of the photo cards. I've got the 9 pockets. I've got some 6 pockets here. I've got some 4 pockets. I've got some 3 pockets, the really long kind of, I don't know what you call it, the coupon-y kind, 3 pockets. And then I've even got some 2 pockets here. So if you're interested in winning this, check out my tag video, the If You tag, and it has the rules for how to win this little bad boy. But yeah, that's everything. And then as for my collection moving forward, there are some things I'm looking for. If you guys want to help me out with the things I'm looking for, let me give you my list. I've decided I want to start getting some Nine Muses stuff. I don't know where I want to start, so if you got some advice for me, please let me know. I know that their very first release, the Let's Have a Party, I don't think that that's available anymore, but a few others are, but I just can't make up my mind which one to get first. I need to finish off my tiara collection, so if you know of some good deals on some tiara stuff that I might not have, I'd appreciate that. I need to go and get some more. Oh, I hate to say this out loud because Taemin Kwan is going to bug me, but I need to get some TVXQ repackaged stuff. So I need to go back to DB5K and I need to get the main repackages for that, and then I probably need to get a couple of their Japanese albums. I don't know. I'm not a real fan of their Japanese stuff, but I'm thinking about it. I need to go ahead and finish off my FX collection, and before they come back, I need to get Acmu's 200%. Is that what it is? I can't remember now. Oh my gosh. Forgive me. It's been so long. But I need to get Actong Musician's Play album. That's the name of it. The Play album. And because Lehigh has a comeback, oh my gosh, did you think you'd say that in 2016? Because Lehigh has a comeback, I need to go ahead and get her debut album because I still don't have it. I don't know why. And I am currently looking for the Onu, Key, and Taemin versions of both Sherlock and Romeo. I have Minho for both, but I don't have Taemin, Key, and Onu, and I think I'm going to go ahead and take the plunge and get them, but I'm not going to pay like astronomical prices. I'm really looking at about maybe $10, $15 max that I'm willing to pay, including shipping. So if you have any way that you could help me with any of the things I'm asking about, I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to message me or leave a comment down below. But other than that, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye!